Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Nino and your man D Hicks from your morning show on Live 99, broadcasting live outside of the Evans Motor Studios. It's a beautiful day outside today. We decided to bring the show outside today, but still sponsored by Evans Motors at 1056 East Riverside Drive. It's the home of the buy here, pay here option. Great deals to be had, including the manager specials that they have going on out there. And if you use promo code Nino, Nino, you'll get that $100 Visa gift card upon purchase completion. Got a chance to see that Dave Chappelle closer on man. Dave Chappelle is back, and that boy came back harder than ever. I'm telling you, it's hilarious. And it's supposed to be like his last one that he's supposed to do. He said for a while. You know what I mean? Take him a little eyes, but he went out like a champ.
And he addressed a lot of issues.
Man,
if you had any questions or any anything you need to know about Dave, he let it be known.
Man, he put it all out there. He didn't hold nothing back. And
it's about the LGBTQ community.
Yeah, he came under fire for that. The people talking about that he was transphobic and all this kind of. I'm telling you, they throwing that word around so easily, and he addressed that issue. And it's saying that most of the people who were calling him transphobic and all this stuff had never even seen his show.
Right.
They hadn't even watched it. None of that. They would just talk. It's the same talking point, like how you see on the news, like the politicians, the one politician that say a catchphrase, and then like three more politicians come behind and say the same talking point catchphrase. Like y'all was all sitting in the same, being like, "This is the words we gonna use. This we gonna say. We gonna." But I'm saying, Dave Chappelle said nothing. Even in the other specials that he went, that these people try to claim that they're mad at, he's never said anything disparaging. To make him say that he was transphobic or anti-LGBTQ in any kind of way. You know what I mean? Because he makes jokes about everybody. Don't get it wrong. He even makes jokes about his Chinese people, Asian people, his wife, his kids, all of himself, all that. So nobody's on. So if you think that you're off limits some kind of way from a Dave Chappelle stand-up special, you're sadly mistaken. You know what I mean? But then on top of that, you got to take what comedians say for what they say. Don't twist. It's comedy. They're saying stuff to make you laugh. That's all it is. It's saying stuff to make. And Dave Chappelle is not really the type to be.
He's dark humor.
Yeah, but it's not mean for the sake of being mean. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
He smacked you in the face with reality.
That's what it is.
Crazy heavy reality, to the point of that you get that uncomfortable laugh, like, "Oh yeah, you're right, dude. That's messed up, but it's funny." But yeah, that's because when one of the jokes, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the Dave Chappelle closer thing, you need to watch it. Just subscribe to Netflix just for 1 month, just for this one show, because it's worth the $8.99 just for that one thing to see Dave Chappelle do it. But you know what I mean? Check it out, by any means that you can. Check it out because it's absolutely hilarious. He talks about this one friend that he had in San Francisco. The trans friend that he had in San Francisco that opened his show for him.
Right.
Every time he was in San Francisco,
she stunk.
Bombed it up. Was funnier in like real person interactions in the stage. I mean, under the stage and in the audience than she was on stage. You know what I mean? But just the fact, hey, she got up there, had the courage, just to be able to try stand up. Public speaking is not easy, let alone trying to speak in public to entertain
somebody and be
then you trying to make them laugh too and trans. Oh my God, you know what I mean? So it took a whole bunch of courage, you know what I mean? But she apparently said some things, in the audience to a heckler that said they got people to like and everything, you know what I mean? But then he talked about how she was going through some things in her life that had caused her to take her own life. You know what I mean? But she never dealt in those I guess what it is now, the pronoun game in the LGBTQ. You know what I mean? You got to be careful who you call a he or she. It's on they and it's now.
That's
to the point, you know what I mean? But what Dave Chappelle was trying to make the point of, there are differences between people, and not acknowledging those differences is the problem. Acknowledging differences between people doesn't make you better or worse than somebody. You're not better than a white person or better than a black person or better than a Mexican, but you're different. It's a different culture. It's a different background. Just like being a trans woman is definitely different than being a woman who was born female. You can't say that that's the same thing. You can't say that that's the same struggle, the same plight, the same anything. He made the joke about how J.K. Rowling, the writer of the Harry Potter
Right.
novels and all of that good stuff. How she said that she was upset of how Caitlyn Jenner, formerly Kris Jenner, you know what I mean, first year as being a trans, was nominated as Woman of the Year. And a lot of women were offended. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's just like, okay, we understand that you want to, you know what I mean, but you haven't even been a woman, living in a
Right.
woman's shoes
Mhm.
a year. How are you Woman of the Year? You ain't done nothing.
Right.
You know, you know what I mean? That's what the joke that he was making about that there are people who have their own issues and have their stances on all sides of this issue.
Right.
And there's
Right.
some
Right.
people who really don't care. You know what I mean? LGBT. There's some people that just don't have an understanding or have a dog in the fight, as they
Right.
say. But I'm not trying to stop you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I believe in civil rights and equal rights for everybody.
Right. Me
I don't
too.
care what you do. I don't care who you sleep with and all that kind of other stuff, blah, blah, blah. As long as when you come to work, you're not distracting from work. You're not stopping me from doing my job. You know what I
Right.
mean? You're not making the job harder to do.
Mhm.
Because I don't care if you're straight, gay, les, trans, whatever you are. If you're coming into work and making my job harder to do, you ain't going to have a problem.
Right. 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 I hear you, Jack.
You know what I mean? So I don't care what you do. So equal Dave Chappelle, he was saying, he was like, he was jealous of the LGBTQs, the power of their political platform,
Mhm.
that they've gotten their message through faster than black people could have gotten their message through over the
Right.
past 400
Right.
years. They
Right.
got their
Right.
civil rights acknowledged within like a couple decades. It's
Right.
taken us 3 centuries. You
Right.
know what I mean? Just, being black
He told him
people.
quit bashing down on us.
You know what I mean? What does that mean? You know what I mean?
Means quit talking down on us.
That's
We're
just one of
all
them
equal.
talking points. That's
Right. And
Dave
it made a lot
Chappelle
of
ain't.
sense, homie.
He ain't never talked down about nobody. He ain't never said nobody was less than anybody else.
Equal than
You know what I mean?
anybody. None of that.
You're
None of it's
equal, right?
common.
And you equal to take insults as well. Just
Right.
if you
Right.
can't laugh at yourself, you can't laugh at nobody. You don't deserve to laugh at anybody else.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Humor is just a way for everybody usually to deal with their pain, if they're dealing with their issues in their own way, with laughter. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
Some of
sir.
us, sometimes things just get so bad, you either got to laugh or you cry about it.
That's
And
it.
sometimes they just to keep from crying, you just make a joke. You got to make a joke about it. You got to see the humor, the light side of it, and acknowledge it. But the main problem, I think, the people is people. A lot of people nowadays, especially in America, they can't take people not liking them.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
They're upset because somebody don't like them for this or that.
I'm
it
not going to
bothers me,
impinge on
homie.
your equal rights at all.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to
No.
impinge on your right to make a living. I'm not going to impinge on your right to, go shopping or do so whatever you want to do. Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? But I have a right to my own personal opinion about what goes on in the world and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And you can take my opinion with a grain of salt,
Yeah.
just like everybody else's. You know what I mean? But trying to, like, with the cancel culture, just trying to cancel all these comedians and cancel actors just because they have opinions about certain stuff. You know what I mean? Because they are pro straight, as they
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
you know what I mean? Just because I'm pro straight don't mean that I'm anti gay.
There you go.
I'm a straight man by all means. I'm fighting for the straight rights of a black man here in America.
that's
You know what I mean?
rough, Jack.
We got our own struggles that we going with
Right.
too. You know what I mean? So as long as you don't get in my way, I ain't getting in your way. But
Right.
I laugh when Dave Chappelle cracked jokes about growing up in the projects and the crack epidemic and all that kind
Right.
of other stuff. Broken homes, broken families, black
Right.
men getting incarcerated. All of that stuff has happened. And
It's
some of
happened.
it that's happened in my life. It happened to me
Right.
personally. But if you can't laugh at it, you'll never get over it. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I think we getting real sensitive when it comes to the people not being able to hurt people's feelings,
Right.
not being able to not like something. You know what I mean? I'm
Mhm.
not just because I don't agree with what you're doing. Don't mean I'm gonna be active in trying to stop you from doing it. You know what I
Right,
mean?
exactly.
I'm not a gay person. I don't do in a gay lifestyle, none of that kind of stuff. But I'm no way near trying to stop anybody from living a lifestyle.
Nope,
Do your
whatsoever.
thing, you know what I mean? Just don't grab my butt. We all right. And we're gonna be all good. We can
Oh,
laugh,
yeah.
giggle, we can work together, we can do all that kind of other stuff. But the same way you would do with a straight person, gay person, you know what I mean? Respect the boundaries. You know what I mean? Physical boundaries, all that, you know what I mean? And we can all sit back, laugh. And Dave Chappelle put all of that on the
Right.
table, Joe. He cleared the room on all of that stuff.
Clear the
So,
tape out. That's why it's called a closure. boss.
if you got something negative, but I ain't even gonna say that because somebody gonna find something negative to say
yeah,
about
they already
this too.
have said something negative.
You know what I mean? But like I was told back in the day, If you ain't pissing somebody off, you doing
You're
something
doing
wrong.
something
You
wrong,
definitely
homie.
doing something wrong.
Right.
So check it out. The new Dave Chappelle special, The Closer, on Netflix is absolutely hilarious. He's gonna be taking another hiatus after this one. So he goes out like a champ. You can check it out on Netflix and let us know what you think in the comment section on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB, for your chance to win a family 4-pack of free appetizers to TGI Fridays.